What is up, geeks? So you guys know that I posted my reaction video last night, and so I'm gonna break down the trailer now that I've seen it so many times, and I was able to get some sleep, think about it a little bit. Maybe I'll give you guys some speculation and what I believe, as far as this trailer, whether it's the best one or not. So let's start. I'm gonna go shot by shot. All right, I have the trailer right in front of me. Now, if you haven't seen the trailer, please watch that first. And if you haven't seen my reaction, that's the video that came previous to this one, so check that out too. So we open up with a shot of Rey in that awesome garb. It kind of reminds me of the Princess Leia bounty hunter disguise that she had on in Episode 6. Then we see her going down in it looks like the Star Destroyer, inside the Star Destroyer that crash landed on Jakku that we saw in the previous teaser. We see Rey and BB-8 rolling around, which looks so awesome in the sand. The fact that it can roll on the sand is just, wow, the mechanics is just amazing. Then we have Rey. I love this shot. Now, Rey is looking ahead, and there's like this ship that's going up, and it really reminds me of the binary sunset scene in episode 4 where Luke is looking up and he's kind of looking forward to things. He's trying to figure out his way in the universe, and it makes me feel like maybe Rey could be a descendant of Luke. I think for a fact she's going to be a Skywalker, whether she's Leia's kid or Luke's kid. But it seems like maybe she's going to be the main protagonist based off this trailer. And hopefully, maybe she's Luke's kid and maybe she's going to try to find Luke later. But next shot, we have the Lucasfilm logo and then the shot of the Stormtroopers. It's like first we saw the Stormtroopers in the back. Now we see them in the front of the camera, and we see, it seems like General Hux is making some kind of speech. Maybe Snoke, who knows, but we get another angle of that shot of Finn taking off the helmet, the Stormtrooper helmet, and he looks disheveled again, but I'm not sure if is this the same scene that we saw in the other one, but a different angle. I don't know if J.J. Abrams is very clever in hiding certain things, so maybe he basically gave us different angles of scenes that we already saw, just so that way he didn't spoil anything, or he didn't want to show us any more scenes than he wanted us to see. So he just gave us a different angle of the same shot, the different shot of the same scene. So interesting. But we see this TIE fighter spinning out of control, landing on Jakku, and we see Finn. Now Finn, his dialogue in this, we hear his voice for this first time. If you haven't heard the voices on the action figures, the electronic ones, but we get to hear his voice in the trailer, and I love it. I love how he's speaking. It makes it seem like he's gonna be, definitely. I'm thinking maybe he's gonna be a Jedi. I'll get to that later, but let's see here. Looking on towards some kind of light. Kylo Ren is looking at the light, and the fact that he says in this scene here, I'm gonna finish what you started. That really got me. That got me so excited, because we can think in one way maybe he's gonna be finishing off the rest of the Jedi, if there's any more out there other than Luke, or maybe it's just Luke and he's gonna finish it off, because there's a huge point to be made. Nobody really knows that Darth Vader redeemed himself other than Luke, and maybe Luke told Leia, maybe Luke told Han, but I'd be really shocked if Luke told everybody about that. So a huge point to be made is the fact that Darth Vader, in the eyes of most people, is still an evil person. So the fact that Kylo Ren worships this guy, I'm sure that he doesn't know that he redeemed himself. So that is extremely exciting to know. And maybe that will help Kylo Ren turn to the light side in the future when he finds out that Darth Vader redeemed himself. So, I mean, there's a lot of things to be said about that. But the fact that he says, "I'm going to finish what you started," that's an awesome line. Get another close-up of his helmet. And it seems like he's doing some kind of mind control, maybe showing him some visions to Poe Dameron. And Poe Dameron doesn't look like he's too happy. He looks like he's being tortured. And then we get a shot of, trees, becoming reddened and looks like it's being destroyed. Now, this could be the new super weapon, the Starkiller base. The thing that I'm worried about is going to be in like another Death Star-esque kind of thing. They could go in the direction that it's more powerful. They did say that it could destroy entire star systems. But in that one shot, it was slowly being destroyed, whatever that planet was. Now, when the Death Star, was alive and well, it destroyed Alderaan like that. So, if this is supposed to be more powerful, or maybe it's more torturous, maybe it slowly kills off things and you can really feel it. Because Alderaan, they probably didn't even know that they died because it was that fast. But who knows what the Starkiller base is. But anyway, we see some really cool shots of the Millennium Falcon and the TIE fighters there. Now, this is really cool. We see Han Solo again. Now, flashback to episode 4, he didn't believe in, hokey religions. He didn't believe in the Jedi. He didn't believe in the Force. And now he's telling these kids, it's all real, the Jedi, the dark side. So that's awesome. One critique that I saw over the internet is that, there's not a lot of humor in this trailer. It's very serious. I'm hoping they're going to save the humor for the movie, because a lot of the times when you see a joke in a trailer, it ruins it for the movie. So maybe that's what they're going for. I hope that there are jokes. I hope that Han is still Han, because he looks very serious in this trailer. Hopefully we get to see some some comedy relief. But the hyperspace shot, really cool. People are getting confused with this Christmas advertisement. They think it's going to come out on Christmas Day, but obviously if you're a Star Wars fan, you know it's not going to come out on Christmas Day, but a lot of people who don't really know about Star Wars think it's coming out December 25th, so I don't understand why they don't just go out and say coming out December 18th instead of saying this Christmas. It could confuse some people. I understand it's this Christmas season, but some people do get confused. Anyway, this might be the best shot right here, for me at least. Well, that and maybe the last shot, but this shot is amazing. You see the Knights of Ren, we think. One guy all the way on the right kind of looks like he's holding a blaster. Some kind of cool helmet thing. He might have a sensor on it. Kind of looks like Boba Fett, maybe not Boba Fett, but Boba Fett-esque. Another guy looks like he's carrying I'm calling it stick right now, but there's a better word for it. But Rey has her staff, exactly, the staff. Maybe it's the same one. A bunch of people with cool helmets and weapons. I'm hoping that they saved the real shot for the movie, but I know we don't see any lightsabers in this scene, but I'm thinking they're saving it for the movie. And how awesome would it be if you see the same scene, but instead everyone just lights up their lightsabers? That would just be so epic. It definitely reminds me of that shot in the Knights of the Old Republic trailer that they came out with a couple years ago, when the ship crash lands into the Jedi temple, and then all the red lightsabers come up. So that would be really cool. But it looks awesome in the rain. Oh wow. So the X-Wings, the Stormtroopers, all these shots look so cool. That really cool shot of Poe Dameron, tapping on Finn's shoulder, and then the voiceover saying a Jedi. I know for a fact it's well, I can't say it's a fact, but I know that Han Solo is probably referring to Luke. Now maybe this J.J. Abrams trying to foreshadow that Finn will be a Jedi. I'm thinking he will, because the Jedi have to live on. This is Star Wars, right? But, you know, who knows? Maybe Finn won't be a Jedi. I think that's a play on the voiceover and everything, trying to mess with our heads. But he could very well become a Jedi. Who knows? Could be Rey. Some more cool shots of the X-Wings and TIE Fighters. That cool temple shot. Temple or castle, maybe, of maybe Mos Kanata's castle. I'm thinking that maybe Han is bringing Rey and Finn there, so that way we could figure out what the ancient artifact that she has. Maybe it's the staff. Maybe they're trying to, I don't know. They're trying to meet Mos Kanata, I'm thinking. And all those flags there. You see the Mandalorian flag. That's just so cool. You even see the Boba Fett. It's not an insignia of his, but he has like one of those patches on his uniform too. So there's a bunch of Easter eggs. There's actually on StarWars7News.com or StarWarsNewsNetNow.com, they have a breakdown of that, and they have all the origins of those flags. So that's really cool. I'm thinking maybe they're just Easter eggs, but maybe it's foreshadowing. Who knows? Maybe Boba Fett's in this movie. But anyway, that's a really cool shot. A lot of people are saying it's a Jedi temple. I don't believe it's a Jedi temple. I think it's some kind of castle or something. But then we see another shot of Luke. We think Luke on, some kind of planet. Maybe Mustafar touching R2-D2. Now, it looks like there's decimation here with the Flame Troopers and Kylo Ren. Awesome shots. And we cut to, now this is being talked about a lot, Rey next to somebody. We see some fur there, we see a jacket. I'm thinking that nobody dies in this scene. A lot of people are saying, oh, maybe Chewie dies. We see the bandolier, we see the fur. Oh, we see the jacket, maybe Han Solo dies. Now, that very well could be true in the movie, but I think in this scene, because it looks like that ice planet that Finn and Kylo Ren are fighting on, this could be directly after the lightsaber battle. Who knows? Maybe someone's limb gets cut off. Maybe it's Finn's limb that gets cut off. Rey gets super surprised and she just breaks down. I don't think he dies. I think Finn is definitely going to be in the next movie, no question. So I think they actually said that he would. So maybe he's just very fatally injured, and he's going to be injured up until episode 8 because it's that bad. So maybe this is how it ends. This could be the ending of episode 7, the Empire Strikes Back type of ending. I'm surprised they're going for that in the first movie, but that could be true, and Chewie could be who she's looking at, bent down, trying to help Finn. Who knows? But let's see the next shot here. We see Chewie, Han, and Finn. I'm hoping that this is a very funny scene, that their hands are up. It could be a serious scene, but I would love if it was one of those comedic scenes, because I'm hoping that there's going to be some comedy in the Star Wars, because all we've seen so far is really serious Star Wars. So see BB-8 on the X-Wing, which is an awesome shot. We see that battle, and there's a trench there. It looks really cool, very reminiscent of Episode 4. Really, the entire original trilogy. This shot of Rey looking like she's totally angry is awesome. Maybe some revenge, maybe because Finn is already hurt by this time. Who knows what's going on, but she looks cool. Then we see this awesome shot. John Campea on Collider Videos, if you guys watch, mentioned this shot. I think it's an awesome shot too. The X-Wing hitting that Stormtrooper. That's definitely something we haven't seen before in Star Wars, so that's an awesome shot. It looks so cool. And a lot of these camera angles we've never seen at all before, because George Lucas is not directing anymore, or at least not producing. These are just completely different angles and effects that we've never seen, so really nice. Then we see the ship blowing up. Then we see Leia. It looks like Han's consoling her. Maybe they haven't seen each other for a while. Maybe maybe they do. Maybe they're mourning. Who knows what's going on? Maybe they're looking for Luke. She hasn't seen Luke in a while. Something reminds her of Luke. Maybe it's the lightsaber that reminds her. Maybe. Okay, now I'm thinking about it. Maz Kanata hands over the lightsaber to Leia. Maybe it was found by somebody. Maybe it's Finn. No, I'm thinking Rey. Maybe Rey, since she's a scavenger, found Luke's lightsaber, Anakin's lightsaber, Luke's lightsaber, gives it to Han. Han then doesn't know what to do with it, doesn't know if that's Luke's or not. I mean, he held it once. Maybe he does know it's Luke's, but then he gave it to someone he trusts. Maybe Maz Kanata. Maz Kanata then gives it to Leia, and that's how Leia and Han see each other. Maybe that's when Leia decides to give it to Finn, and then he uses it for the battle. I mean, now the next shot is the battle. We see Finn holding that lightsaber, but he looks scared out of his mind. Kylo Ren's approaching him unmasked, and the fact that J.J. Abrams hasn't shown us any lightsaber fighting yet, we just see up until that, it makes me really question, like, what kind of style are we going to see here? Are we going to see more of the prequel-esque style, more of the original trilogy, maybe a mix of both, maybe something totally different that we haven't seen before? That makes me so excited for that. You guys know, because I'm a huge lightsaber fan. You see my lightsaber demos. You know, if you haven't seen those, check those out. But I'm gonna really, I can't wait to see what kind of fighting they're gonna do, and I'm gonna try to replicate that in my videos in the future. But I'm excited for that. And then it cuts to black, and we hear the voice of Maz Kanata speaking. You know, just let it in. And hopefully, maybe it's Rey who's going to be a Jedi. Who knows? We haven't seen many female Jedi. I'd love to see that. So far, we haven't seen her hold a lightsaber, though. Maybe they're saving that. We still haven't seen Luke. They're going to be saving that, too. I'm glad that J.J. Abrams hasn't told us too much yet. Now, we're obviously making a lot of speculation, and we can come to conclusions, but we don't know if it's true yet. He does show a lot in this trailer. We know Han now believes in the Force. Obviously, he's been through a lot. In episode 4, he already says, "May the Force be with you," to Luke. And obviously, he's going to grow over there next 30 years. And he's probably seen a lot of crap. So I think that's awesome. I'm so excited for this movie, guys. I know this is probably a long video, so if you watch this entire video, please give this a big thumbs up. More reviews to come, more Star Wars reviews to come. I will be reviewing the Darth Vader helmet, and it's not burned, it's not charred, okay? That would be cool to own that version too, but I don't want to worship it like Kylo Ren. Anyway, I'm glad you guys watched this video. I'm so excited for Star Wars Episode 7. I will be watching it in IMAX 3D. I'm so thankful and blessed that I was able to get tickets. It was really impossible. It was so hard to get tickets, but that's just how the way it is now, and it will be like this forever now, for every Star Wars movie that comes out. But until next time, embrace, express, and enjoy yourself. May the Force be with you always.